What is up, beautiful people? It's your girl Cam, and I'm back with another video. Today I have some new items from Archer and Olive that I want to share with you. All right, y'all, it's your girl Cam. This is Piece of the Plans. If this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. I hope that you find something here that inspires you. If you do, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post new content right here for you. So recently I made some purchases from Archer and Olive, and I wanted to share these items with you before I start working with them, so that maybe if you see something that you like, you can order it for yourself. So let's get into it, okay? So first, I want to show you an item that I ordered a few months ago, because I am keeping a faith journal that is my daily journal, and I am going to have to keep several volumes of it throughout the year. So I am currently wrapping up volume 1, and I'm about to move into volume 2. And so I purchased this one thinking that this might be my volume 2 for the spring. So here's how my schedule is going to go. It's going to be winter, which will be January and February. Spring, which will be March, April, May. That'll be volume 2, March, April, and May. Then my summer will be June, July, and August. Then my fall will be October, November, December. And then I'll have a separate journal for December daily. Okay, that's how this is going to work. So I'll end up with 5 completed journals for faith journaling at the end of the year. That to me is so exciting. I used to think that I wanted all of my faith journaling in one book, but this idea of completing 5 journals just makes me happy. It just makes me happy. Like, how many times do we actually complete a full journal before we move on to another one? So this makes me excited. So here is one that I purchased thinking that this might be in my volume 2. However, I can't decide now. I've purchased another one, and I just want to kind of see which one kind of feels more spring-like to me. But let's get into it. Let's crack it open. I love the packaging now. This little box that looks like a book is just the cutest thing ever. The cutest little thing. Okay, so it has this little drawer that slides out. Love good packaging, and Archer and Olive does packaging so well. Okay, so here is the journal. This is a B5, so it's larger than an A5. You can tell, look at how my hand sits on here. An A5, my whole hand would pretty much cover it. My hand would pretty much cover the whole thing, but you can tell that my hand is not quite as big as this journal. This does have the, it's kind of like it's not really fabric, canvas maybe. Like, if it's fabric, it's like a canvas type of fabric. This journal also looks like a book with the spine. It looks like an antique book, and the gold foiling on it, just a stunner. This is 160 GSM pages. It does have the little closure here. This is the dot grid version. It does have the foiling on the inside cover, a place for you to write your name, dot grid pages all the way through. I think there are 150 or 160. Yeah, there are 160 pages that are 160 GSM. and it's a B5. So 160 pages is good, I think, to get me through 3 months, March, April, and May. Dot grid, it does have the pocket in the back. I do use this pocket to keep little stickers that maybe haven't been cut out yet, little ephemera that I want to use. I keep those in this pocket. There is a pin loop here that I also use from time to time, especially if I'm traveling and I just want to keep a pin in here so I can jot some things down. I like the little pin loop. And it also comes with 2 bookmarks. Now, I will tell you this. I have looked high and low for a comparable journal to this one, because Archer and Olive ain't cheap, y'all. Archer and Olive is an investment. It truly is an investment. But I have not found any company with the same quality as Archer and Olive, and that's real talk. Like, I'm not sponsored by Archer and Olive. They don't pay me to make these comments. I have used the product for years and I absolutely love it. And I've tried my best to find something that was more affordable, that was the same quality, and I have not found it yet. If you have found something that is comparable to Archer and Olive, that offers a B5 size journal, drop it down in the comments for me, because I just want to see if there are other companies out there that are comparable in quality, but that are more affordable. Okay, but anyway, until I find it, I'm sticking with Archer and Olive, and I'm just making the investment. So you do have the 2 bookmarks, which I love, and the back cover is beautiful. It does not have the foiling on it, but it's still very pretty. It does have the etching in there. All right, and you have the closure. And this is a B5. So this is probably going to be my volume 2. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks more springtime than the next one I'm going to show you. So let's take a look at the second journal. So the next 2 items were released as part of the Archer and Olive 2024 spring collection. And I just fell in love with this. Actually, there were 3 things that I really loved, but I just could not bring myself to spend that much money at one time. I just couldn't do it. The way my life is set up right now, I just couldn't do it. So I forced myself, and I literally sat in my car and put things in my cart and took things out of my cart and put things back in my cart and took things. And I just could not bring myself to buy another journal, even though there was one more that I really liked. I chose to buy something other than a journal as my second item. So I'll show you that in a second. Anyway, this is part of the spring release, and I love the packaging. I mean, Archer and Olive just does the thing with the packaging. Maybe that's part of what makes her products more expensive. I don't know, but I'm a sucker for good packaging, so I'm here for it. All right, so it comes with this little plastic coating on it, little film on the outside, and then the same little drawer here to pull your book out. And then the same little drawer as the last one to pull your journal out. That's tight in there. Okay. And this is, again, a B5. It says the size right there. And this is vegan leather, dot grid. I only use dot grid so far. I have thought about doing blank pages, considered it, but I really love the dot grid. So this is a dot grid, 160 pages, 160 GSM. All right. And here is the design. Oh, it is even more gorgeous in person than it was online, y'all. Whew. So this is probably going to be my summer Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Look at that. My stars and stripes. Girl, this is beautiful. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I have not found a company that offers this level of quality with their product. Like, you might have a journal, it might be a B5, it might have a cute cover, but it's not like this. This is like, it's heavy. It doesn't feel flimsy. It feels solid. You have the gold foiling on the cover. Like, are we for real? Archer & Olive is the boss, the journal boss, but they are not cheap. Okay. All right. So this is a vegan leather cover. The first one was a canvas. It felt like canvas to me. This one is vegan leather, which will be pretty easy to clean. And I think the canvas will also be pretty easy to keep clean. Look at this spine. Are we serious, y'all? That is so beautiful. The gold foiling. Okay, you have the little closure that I just took off. This color is like a beautiful teal. And look at the bee on there and the keys and the sun. And so, yeah, this seems very summertime to me. Very summertime. All right, this is a B5. You've got the, oh, look at that, the little gold foil, like the beehive pattern, a place to write your name. This is a dot grid. I love the dot grid. 160 pages. So this will be the journal that I'm going to use for June, July, and August. I think 160 pages is enough pages to do what I need to do with daily journaling. Look at these teal bookmark ribbons. And then you have the little ampersand insignia that Archer & Olive uses. Very, very pretty. And then you have the pocket in the back, all the normal bells and whistles, pin loop, pin holder. And then the back has the bee and the keys, but it's not foiled. But you do have that beautiful etching. And I don't know why I'm shaking like it's foiled, because it's not. It's not. But you do have the beautiful etching. And this is, again, the vegan leather. And then you have the closure. So this will be my summer journal. And this will be my spring journal. So I'm thinking that's how I'm going to do it. I was contemplating using this for spring and this for summer, but I think that doesn't make sense. This is more flowers blooming, leaves percolating, leaves popping out, blooms blooming, and this is more summertime bees. I know bees are out in the spring as well, but they really are popping in the summertime. Like, if you go camping or you go picnicking, bees are everywhere. So spring, summer, that's the order we're going to put this in. And so I'm loving both of these. I think that these items may be sold out, but I did get an email from Archer & Olive referring to a pre-order. So here's the thing about Archer & Olive. If you are interested in her journals, number one, get on the mailing list. If you like these things, if you like these items and you've tried to purchase a journal and it's been sold out when you go over, get on the mailing list. She normally sends a preview of items so you can go into her shop online and look at what she's about to release ahead of time, and even take a look at the pricing ahead of time. And then on the day of release, you need to be in the shop like on the dot, because I don't know why she orders such little inventory. I don't know what that's about, but she doesn't order a lot of inventory. She doesn't keep a lot of inventory on hand, and she sells out quickly. So that's just a word to the wise that if you see something that you like, get on her mailing list, go and check out the preview. When she drops it, she'll send you an email and she will let you preview the items. And then you really have to be in there on the dot or within the first 5 or 10 minutes because things do sell out. And then she mentions a pre-order, but I don't know how long that takes. So yeah, be in there on the dot. So these are my next 2 faith journals that will be coming up for spring and summer. And I'm super excited about both of them. So there's one more item that I did purchase. And just a reminder, this is the one that came from the spring release. I purchased this back in either January or early February. Okay, so this was not a part of the spring release, but this was. Just so you're aware of that. And the last item I purchased during the spring release was this journal cover. I've never had a journal cover from Archer and Olive before. I've had a art supply case that I bought that could also serve as a cover, but I never really intended to use it as a cover. I really just intended to put my pens and stuff in there. So I've never had a cover that was just designed to be a cover and not a case to cover and not a case to carry all your art supplies and stuff in. So I thought this was cute. And so I decided to grab this instead of a third journal. I had to make a decision because budgeting. Trying to make my little bit of coins stretch. All right. So there's a card in here. Oh, no, it's not. There's a little label on the front that says vegan leather embroidered and B5 journal cover. That's very cute. I might try to use this little ampersand somewhere. That's cute. Okay, so this is vegan leather. It does have a snap closure. Doesn't seem real deep though, but there is a snap closure on there. I love the little embroidery with the little spring flowers. The stitching looks very good. Stitching looks solid. The back is plain, which is fine. The stitching on the back looks good. And let's open it up and see. The stitching on the front looks very good. I'm just concerned about this little clasp closure. This part that goes into the inset there doesn't seem very deep. I mean, it goes in kind of almost magnetically. It's connecting because it's not very deep to go into that little closure. Okay. Then we have the pockets to slide your journal into. And there's another pin loop here because if you slide the back of your journal in here, it's going to cover up your pin loop. So let me try to put the journal in. And shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, it's not. It just slides right in very easily, as a matter of fact. Very, very easy. I would not want to put the journal into this front cover just because I would like to open up my cover and see this. See what I paid for. See this whole design that I paid for, because I think these embroidered ones are a little bit more pricey than the regular ones. I think they are. I could be wrong about that. They could all be the same price, but I want to see the design that I chose. So I would not slide this front cover into this other pocket. If you wanted to, though, you could. And you see how easily you could do that. Just slide it in, and then it would close right up and snap for you. So I love it. It's very, very pretty. And it looks very chic. Very grown up. I love it. But I'm going to take this cover out because I want to see the embroidery. All right. And so this is how I'm going to keep it with the embroidery showing. And then again, you just close it up and snap it. It is, I will say this, it is easier to close it if you have this cover inside this pocket. It closes easier if you do that. But again, I just want to see the embroidery, so I'm going to leave it like that. I think it's very, very pretty. And this is my first cover that I've purchased from her, so I want to see how this is going to hold up. If she ends up releasing a summertime, because I think this was, like I said, the spring release. If she ends up releasing something else, another cover that looks more summery, I may take a look at it and see if I want it. But I mean, this could easily go with me all the way through fall. I mean, the colors in this could easily do spring, summer, and fall, and I wouldn't be mad at it. So yeah, that is it. Yeah, that is it for me for my purchases from Archer and Olive. I am using, I'm now going to be using the Archer and Olive journals as my faith journals. I have been using them for my reading journals, and now I'm going to start using them as my faith journals, and I am excited. So let me know down in the comments if you have found another company that has high quality journals comparable or close to Archer and Olive, because I love recommendations and I love to check out other products, especially if they are more affordable. I did use the Dingbats journal from Amazon for January. That was only because by the time I chose which journal I was going to use, Archer and Olive was sold out. So I would not say that it is comparable to Archer and Olive. It's good. It's fine. It's beautiful. But the quality of it is not on par with Archer and Olive. I used it because it was a backup for this. Okay. I used it as a backup. Okay, so if you have any recommendations, let me know in the comments. And I thank you so much for joining me for this video. I will be setting up this springtime one very soon for the month of March. And I hope that you'll join me for that video. And in the meantime, I hope that you have a great week. I hope that your week is full of love, joy, and most of all, peace. See you next time.